Did you say sugar too? The liver?
Sugar, not so much of an offender for liver enzymes. That's going to raise your hemoglobin A1C. What sugar will do is actually cause your cholesterol levels to rise. So think about this. When we eat sugar or things that raise our blood sugar very quickly, which people know that sugar is the offender, but they don't think about like the breads and the pastas and the cereals and the grains and the things that don't taste sweet but spike your blood sugar. So when your blood sugar rises, insulin rises. The thing about insulin is the majority of people think that the primary role of insulin is to lower blood sugar. That's actually not true. The primary role of insulin, although it does lower blood sugar, it allows blood to go into the cell. One of the things that insulin does, as its primary role, is it blocks any other form of energy use in the body. So what does this mean? This means when insulin is high, you cannot burn fat. So if you've eaten a high sugar and high fat meal and your insulin spikes, what's happening to that fat? Where does the fat go? It goes into the bloodstream. It shows up in the bloodstream as a triglyceride. High blood fat and high cholesterol is a recipe for disaster. Low blood fat and high LDL cholesterol is a recipe for longevity. So in other words, if I want to maintain healthy levels of cholesterol, I want to maintain low levels of triglyceride, blood fat. The way I lower my triglycerides is I lower the amount of sugar. Sugar is the enemy, man. I'm telling you, the Bible should say sugar is the root of all evil, not the love of money. Because people are not dying because they love money. They are dying from blood sugar. And it kills you slowly over time.
So for me, with the liver, it would probably be
We're going to put you on liver.
processed foods.
Yep, highly processed foods. Yep, highly processed foods. A form of vitamin B12 called cyanocobalamin can be very irritating to the liver. We put a lot of shit on our skin that not only disrupts our hormones, but it also has to be filtered out by the liver. Everything from colognes and shampoos and conditioners to all kinds of cheap lotions, sunscreens that we put on our skin. As that stuff enters our bloodstream, the liver has to filter it out. So if you reduce the toxic load on your body, you reduce the toxic load on the liver. So hydrogen water, the supplement we're going to put you on with the milk thistle and some other herbs to really ease the liver. Glutathione is excellent for your liver. These are very inexpensive supplements that people can get right over the counter. Your iron looks good. You have a healthy amounts of iron in your blood. It's also binding to the right sites very well. Your total iron, there's something here called TIBC, total iron binding capacity. I kind of think of this level as a dump truck. As you empty out a dump truck, right? Its capacity actually goes up. So as you reduce the iron, as you use it up, then your total iron binding capacity increases. As you empty out the bed of the truck has more capacity. So your levels of iron in your blood are fine. Most men don't have iron deficiency. Women very often, especially if they have heavy menstrual cycle, will sometimes need to supplement with something called iron bisglycinate, which is an iron supplement that helps negate the effects of heavy menstruation. Men, for the most part, shouldn't be taking iron. Has a tendency to build up in their bloodstream, not the opposite.